life which is constantly present in every one of us expresses itself in the world outside in terms of our physiological activities and our physical work in the world outside. So long as life is in you, you cannot keep quiet, either physically in the outer world or in your own subjective inner personality, in your feelings and thoughts, in your your physiological activities. They are going on constantly because they are the expressions of the life in you. These manifested expressions of the subtle life presence in you, expressed through your physical apparatus, are called prana. That is why a dead man is called, his prana is gone. He has breathed his last. Meaning, all activities in him have stopped. Neither can physically he function in the world, nor can he function physiologically within himself, nor is there any function for his mind or intellect or his thoughts. So prana is not mere breathing. This is what the Germans understood when he tried to translate our Yoga Shastra into them. They thought that prana means breath, and therefore pranayama they translated as breath control. Because all the exercises in pranayama are regulating our breathing, and therefore he thought that breath control is pranayama. In Sanskrit, prana doesn't mean breath. If it were breathing, controlling the breathing, the Acharya would have used the right Sanskrit word, shvasayama. Shvasa, uchvasa. Uchvasa is called breathing in and out. It is pranayama through shvasayama. Ultimately the seeker should come to control all external activities of the life in you. And in those still moments of quietude, the mind turns its attention to the spring of all life in us. These expressions of life in the physical structure have been divided or analyzed and observed and analyzed and given as analyzed as 5 different departments of activity. And these 5 departments of activity, when life expresses, they have been given names, different pranas. Prana, apana, samana, vyana, udana. And these 5 pranas control the various departments of activity in the physiological structure, physiological functions in us, by which the gross body is maintained. So taking in, not only by the mouth, I have already told you, by all sense organs, prana, anything that is throwing out from you is called apana. Similarly, the digestion, samana. The circulation, vyana. And our thinking capacity in us, which is a sum total of all these activities. And thus when you are just healthy enough, you are capable of lifting your thoughts from the levels of your present knowledge into a higher plane. Your capacity to educate yourself is the Udana Shakti. And if one is dull, that is mainly because his digestion is poor, or circulation is poor, or excretion is poor, or eating is poor, meaning nutritive food he can't take. In all those cases you will find this cumulative effect would be your inability to think and understand. If you have got any doubt, 5 days fast. 5 days fasting. Second day you are very active, thinking where can I get the food without others knowing. Third day you can't think also. Fourth day no more thinking. Fifth day you ask him, what is your name? It is on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember. No ability to think. You become very dull. So that you can understand it as physiological activities, including psychological ability to think, constitute the 5 pranas. And these 5 pranas, when they pack up and go, you are dead. He has breathed his last. All these 5 are swayameva. By itself it is nothing but the life. But why the 5 different names? Vritti bhedad, their functions are different. Vikriti bhedad, many of them in different forms they appear, as sneezing, blowing the nose, throwing the seeds away, out. All these are excretion. Different expressions are the same. Thus these 5 are the main pranas.
Shravanadi pancha, Shravanadi pancha, Pranadi pancha, Bhramukhani pancha, Pancha Bhramukhani pancha, Buddhyadya vidya picha kama karmani, Buddhyadya vidya picha kama karmani, Puryashtakam sukshma shariramahu, Puryashtakam sukshma shariramahu.
So till now the teacher has just, without a rhyme or reason, was explaining the 5 sense organs of perception, 5 organs of action, the antakarana. He was just giving out, and you thought that something wrong with this Kaladi Brahman. He has gone crazy mad. Now we find that no, there seems to be a system in his madness. He was mad, no doubt, but there is a system. Why did he say that? He is adding them up. Vagadi Pancha, the 5, such as speech, meaning speech, hands, legs, genital organ, anus, all the 5 organs of action. Vagadi Pancha, 1. Shravanadi Pancha, ears, eyes, nose, tongue, skin, the 5 organs of perception. Vagadi Pancha, Shravanadi Pancha, Pranadi Pancha. Yeah. 5 pranas. Prana, Apana, Samana, Vyana, Udana. 3 sets of things. Panja abhramukhani pancha. Abhra, space. Space, etc., the five, meaning the five great elements. Space, air, fire, water, earth. So, four. Right? So, Vagadi Pancha, Shravanadi Pancha, Abhramukhadi Pancha, all five. Pranadi Pancha, yes, four. Four sets have been explained. Buddhyadi, Buddhyadi, intellect, etc. Then why not say Buddhyadi Pancha? The Pancha is not there, only Chara. So Buddhyadi, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar, the inner equipment. Fifth. Vagadi Pancha, Shravanadi Pancha, Pranadi Pancha, Abhramukhadi Pancha, Buddhyadi, the Andakarana, Chatushtaya, the four Andakarana, the inner instrument, five. Buddhyadi, Avidya, Avidya, the non-apprehension, from which everything else is born. The non-apprehending, not apprehending the Atman, the self as your true nature, your mind projected the world of plurality around you. Avidya, six, Kama Karma. Once you have that non-apprehension, desires arise in your mind, and the desires prompt you to act in the world outside. Avidya, Kama, Karma, all the three are together in one set. So all of them add Vagadi Pancha, Shravanadi Pancha, Pranadi Pancha, Abhramukhadi Pancha, Buddhyadi. Five. Avidya, Kama, Karma. Puryashtakam. These 8 factors put together. Sukshma Shariramahu. The great rishis call all these 8 factors put together as the subtle body, which in order to make you understand quickly a large masses of ordinary people, we in our chart had made it as M&I, mind and intellect. But when you say mind and intellect, all these are conceived because the sense organs cannot function without the mind. The organs of action cannot function without the intellect. Avidya, Kama, Karma cannot be without the mind and intellect. So in fact, it is the play of the mind and intellect, essential. But they are functioning in different ways. All of them put together, Puryashtakam, these 8 factors put together, Sukshma Shariramahu. It is called by the great rishis as subtle body. Continue.
Idam shariram shrunu sukshma sangitam.
Idam shariram shrunu sukshma samhidam.
Lingam tvapanchikrita bhuta sambhavam. Krita bhuta sambhavam. Savasanam karma phalanubhavakam. Phalanubhavakam. Svajnanato nadirupadhiratmanaha. Nato nadirupadhiratmanaha.
Idam shariram, this body that we have just now described, the 8 factors put together called the subtle body. This subtle body, idam shariram. Shrunu, please listen. Because by that time the disciple must have just looked here and there. Rain everywhere, is it up to what the water has come? Is my asan being wet or not? Shrunu, listen. Sukshma sapnitam, this body, sapnya, name, called as Sukshma Sharira. Please listen. Lingam, otherwise some acharyas call it as Linga Sharira. Linga Sharira, when you read in a book called Linga Sharira, it means Sukshma Sharira. Wherever you read Sukshma Sharira, it can also be called as Linga Sharira. It's a paryaya, another name for it. Lingam tu, indeed, apanjikrita bhuta sambhavam. These 8 factors are made up of apanjikrita, not yet grossified, bhuta, the 5 elements. So they are all made up of tanmatras. That is why I cannot see your thoughts. You can go on thinking, rascal Swami, useless fellow. I won't know it. I will smile. And you also smiling. Let me get a chance. I don't know what you are like. Wait, what I can see is only the panjikrita. Your useless face, smiling. Panjikrita I can see. But apanjikrita, your thoughts I cannot see. Your ideas I cannot see. See? All these are made up of the subtle 5 elements. And therefore, when you say the 5 sense organs of perception and action are also subtle body, you start wondering, what is it saying? My eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin are not subtle, they are gross. Yes. These gross instruments are called Indriya Golaya, points in the physical body at which these sense perceptions are expressing. These are the instruments. But the sense center, even your physiology now says, are centers in the brain. That is why when you get a hemorrhage, some people, though healthy, till yesterday they were all right, today onwards, kaha, kya, blind. Eyes are beautiful, but we cannot function. Another hemorrhage, can't hear. Ears are there. The tympanium is there, everything is there, but the hearing ability faculty is gone. Speech. Why are you speaking like that? Are you stroke? A stroke? You can't talk. You collapse your hands or legs. Paralysis comes. All these are, what has happened? Some center in the brain has been disturbed by a hemorrhage. So that these centers are in the brain meaning buddhi, these useless rishis sitting under a tree in the jungle, eating nothing, spending not a naya paisa of the taxpayers' money for research, they discovered what today, after billions of dollars being expended in great laboratories, elaborately paid scientists discovered what they had discovered under a tree while eating soft leaves and roots. Think of that. All these sense centers are in the subtle body. That center functions at certain points in the gross physical body, and they are called the eyes, ears, nose, tongue. They are the sense golia, sense equipments, all right. But the sense centers are in the subtle body. Lingam tapanjikrita bhuta sambhava. This is linga sharira, the subtle body. The mind and intellect is made up of the subtle element. Subtle element, the tanmatras. Savasanam karma bhalanubhavakam. This subtle body functions along with, determined by, savasanam according to your vasana. Vasana is nothing other than karma bhalanubhava. Karma bhala, or the past actions, the footprints of the past actions, they determine the channels. In those channels alone, your subtle body can function. Everything that you perceive are colored by your past. Everything that you respond is also ordered by, determined by, prescribed by your own past action. Savasanam. Why? Because the subtle body is to help you to experience the various desires that you have brought into this world as a result of your past actions. Savasanam karma bhalanubhavakam. So ajnanato anadirupadiratmanaha. Why is it that you are wanting? So ajnanataha, your ignorance of your own true nature. If once you have understood that I am the Atman, there is no vasana, no subtle body, no gross body, nothing. But all these gross and subtle bodies are projected by your ignorance of the real nature. The non-apprehension creates misapprehensions. So long as that non-apprehension is there, misapprehensions function. So ajnanataha, because of you have not yet realized your own true nature. Wake up! How long will the dream continue? Until you wake up. The moment you know that you are you, sleeping in your own bedroom, the entire dream has ended. But so long as you don't know that you are in your bed, in your bedroom, you are in the Pacific Ocean, slowly dying. Right leg has been already taken by a shark. Luckily, when you wake up, both the legs are there. Swa ajnanataha. Not knowing yours, your mind projected a dream. Similarly, this wondrous dream of the world of plurality. We are making you dissect that ignorant, projection and trying to study it. The more and more you study, the more and more penetrated becomes your understanding, and with that understanding, the whole thing becomes just smile it away. The world of plurality is, with a smile, you wipe it out, and you yourself become blissed out. The pure state of bliss you experience. Never mind. Swajnanado anadi-rupadhiratmanaha. This is anadi, beginningless, upadhi, equipment for the Atman, the self, meaning you are nothing but that. But at this moment you are functioning through your own stupidity. Just as even while you are dreaming, you are the husband of your wife, father of your children, sleeping so comfortably in your own bed. And yet you are going through the experiences. Why? Avidya, non-apprehension of your true nature. Thus the Atman, the self, is ever functioning. The consciousness in us is always functioning in every one of us through this equipment because of the avidya, non-apprehension of the reality.
Swapno bhavatyasya vibhaktyavastha Swamatra sheshena vibhati yatra Swapne tu buddhihi swayameva jagrat Swayameva jagrat Kalina nana vidhavasanabihi Nana vidhavasanabihi
Next also.
Kartradibhavam pratipadya rajate Kartradibhavam pratipadya rajate Yatra swayam bhati hyayam paratma Swayam bhati hyayam paratma Dhimatra kopadhirashesha sakshi Dhirashesha sakshi Nalipyate tat krita karmaleshaihi Te tat krita karmaleshaihi Yasmadasangas tatayeva karmabhihi Tatayeva karmabhihi Nalipyate kinchidupadhina kritaihi
Having got this much of information, the teacher points out, because the student always asks, Swamiji, maybe there is a subtle body. Where is it? Show me. So this is a subjective science. In an objective science, we can drive you to the nearest laboratory and make you destroy some of the equipments there, and it is expected that you learn everything by seeing it, playing with it. This is subjective. All that you have got is only an asana. You sit down on the asana and investigate yourself in yourself. So how can the teacher say what is a subtle body? In terms of your experience alone, we can tell you. Swapne, in the swapna avastha, swapna itself is bhavatyasya vibhatyavastha. Its total expression is exclusively, without the physical body, the gross body, the subtle body alone functions in your dream. In your dream, you may get a leprous body. Think? Cancer. Where? In the dream body. It has nothing to do with your gross body with which you came out from the mother's womb. It is lying down comfortably. There in the dream you can get burnt. Oh, 3rd degree burnt. And you are dragged. You cannot be dragged. You are lifted to the nearest hospital. Because if you drag, portions will be en route. You are cooked properly. Overcooked. But when you wake up, not a scratch on your body. So this body is not what that is. So, swapne, in the swapna, in the dream state, all that you see, including yourself, the dreamer, is nothing but the play of the subtle body. Swapne bhavatyasya asya sukshma sharirasya. This sukshma sharira, subtle body, vibhatyavastha. It is distinctly, it exists and plays all alone without any contact with the gross body. Swamatra sheshena vibhadiyatra. There everything that you are seeing is all a play of your own mind. There the sun and the moon and the stars you create, private. else can warm himself in my sun. It's only meant for me. Another wife, another children, another set of children. Among them, one or two looks exactly like your old existing children. Everything. Kingdoms, crown, or lathi from everybody, according to the situation in the dream. Everything that you are seeing there is only play of your own thoughts. Swapne tu buddhi swayameva jagrat. And this swapna in the dream, hi Swamiji, why that I am always dreaming horrible dreams? While my brother is seeing Krishna, gopis, how lucky he is. Why? My elder brother is always seeing cricket in the scene, in the dream, playing cricket, and lose in cricket also, in dream also, as he loses in the cricket field. Why? Isn't it? The scam people, what do they dream now? Where all he has kept the money. And the CBI is coming behind me. I'll be caught. If not now, next week, sure. This is exactly what he is seeing. Why is it that some people are seeing noble and healthy and happy and cheerful dream, others utterly tragic and terrible and monstrous dream? Why? Who puts it there? Must be Bhagavan has got a funny way. When I sleep, bad dreams. And when another one sleeps, happy dreams. It's all not. No. Whatever that was in your mind and intellect, subtle body, suppressions and repressions that you have created or maintained from the outer world during your waking state. In the waking state you have been hearing Vedanta, Bhagavad, or reading Bhagavad, and you have been thinking of Krishna. What a pity that I was not at that time. Suppose I was a gopi, I could also play with it. You thought of it. But suddenly you stopped it. Why? Either other situations came around, or you yourself thought, what a mad crack I am talking. What will my husband say that if I say it loudly? He will immediately call a psychiatrist. You suppressed it because of the pressures of the outer world. This undigested thought that rose in you and you suppressed it. When you are started sleeping, you started relaxing. At that time, these suppressed thoughts has chance to express itself, explode at the end date, and that constitute the dream. Is the latest psychological expressions or explanation in big, hard-bound $50 books. $50 you can calculate into 30. One book, which is already there in our Shastra, while explaining the subtle body in one line. What? Swapne tu, in the swapna, in the dream tu, indeed, buddhi, your own intellect, your own mind and intellect, swayameva, apne aap, without any help from anybody. Your wife need not prompt you while dreaming. While waking, she has to prompt you. Ye karo, wo karo, zara shave karo, take a bath. Why are you not? But in the dream she need not. Swayameva, by yourself. How will I structure my dream? Jagrat kalina, things that have been depending upon the thoughts that you entertained, the fears that you entertained, the joys that you have conceived during the Jagrat Avastha. Nana vida vasanabhi. These thoughts which have not exhausted completely, created certain impressions in you. And these impressions expressed out is called a dream. And don't say that, Swamiji, there is a lot of difference. In the waking state, everything is logical. In the dream, it is not logical. I can see an elephant with 4 tusks. How do I see it? That happens. Because when the mind is projecting, the discriminative intellect is almost 60 or 80% slept. Then there is only 20% of the buddhi, which even while waking it is not very powerful. And 80% of it is gone. And therefore it cannot discriminate and reject. Therefore, the 4-tusked elephant, or that you are a king, you became the president of India because there was holiday, a new president is to come. Old president went away. In between, many of the MPs must have dreamt that I am the president. Why, that also his desire. Okay. Nana vida vasana bhihi. There is no verb in that stanza. That is why the next verse continues. Kartadi bhavam pratipadya rajate. There in that dream, which is nothing but your own mind playing, you play as I am the karta. Karta, the doer, the enjoyer, the experiencer. Mr. Dreamer. Again, the Mr. Dreamer also is your own mind. So your own mind becomes the experiencer, and the experienced world of plurality are also your own mind. And your mind experiences the world projected according to the Jagrat Kalina Vritti, according to the experiences that you had in the waking state. Yatra swayam bhadi hyayam paratma. In that, all that dream, you yourself the dreamer. The dream world is also nothing but your own thoughts. And there you experience joy and sorrow. In all of these, the Atman, the self, the consciousness is ever present. You are conscious of yourself. You are conscious of the world that you are projected. You are conscious of your interaction. You are conscious of your own dreamer. As a dreamer, your own joys and sorrows of the dream mind. Within, without, even in the dream. The dream is also taking place in that Paramatman, in that pure state of consciousness. Swayam bhadi hyayam paratma dhimatra kopadhira shesha sakshi. That consciousness is only ashesha sakshi. He is in his light alone that is happening. And that light is only like the sunlight, a mere sakshi. He is not involved in it. Think? The tragedy and comedies of the world of plurality are not in any way affecting the sunlight. But the sunlight is necessary for all these things to happen, and it only illumines them. Similarly, the Atman, the self, the consciousness, or you can say consciousness caught up in the intellect, is the light in which all these experiences are yours. Consciousness itself is illumining everything when you say it is against Vedanta. Because in consciousness there is nothing. It is Advaita, one without a second. It is only consciousness. So if the consciousness is illumining something, that something must be there. And who projected the something? With your avidya, through your intellect. Or the mind projected. And who is seeing it as a sakshi? The consciousness functioning through the intellect. Consciousness by itself is not illumining anything, because there is no thing in the consciousness. Consciousness is consciousness only. But when we say conscious of things, we mean consciousness functioning through the intellect. Conscious thinking. Even though thus it is conscious thinking, he is not affected by anything. Good dream or bad dream, he illumines it. Good and bad is ordered by your thoughts, the dreamer's own thoughts. Asesha Sakshi. Where is it? Dhimatra Govadi Ade Sakshi. Nalipyade Kartruta Karma Leshai. Just as the sunlight is not affected by whether he is illumining murder or illumining a puja. The sunlight is not becoming bloody or blessed. The sunlight illumines the pure waters of the Ganges flowing, or the dirty waters of the gutters. It illumines both. But the sunlight doesn't become dirty because of the gutter waters, nor does it become divine and holy because of the Ganges. Similarly, the consciousness that illumines them all, it is only an illuminator. Illuminator is never conditioned by the illumined. Nalipyate, he is not involved in, he is not affected by the various activities of the mind or the intellect in the dream world. Karma leshai tasmad, therefore, asangastatayeva karmabhi. Atman, the self, is asanga. When you say asangoham, 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 puna, puna. I am not affected by it, meaning they are all there. I am not removing them, why should I? They are dancing in my light. They are shining in my light. Why should the sun be unhappy if the world is made a mess of themselves? The sun gave you the energy and the vitality, and you have not the true intelligence to use it properly, and created havoc among yourself and self-destruction. The sun, with a smile, will illumine that also. In the sunlight there is no world. In the sunlight, the world of happenings are shining out. Applied in the consciousness, there is neither waking nor dream. Neither the gross nor the subtle bodies. But whenever there is there, it is in his light that you and I are becoming aware of them. That consciousness, in spite of all those activities of the body and the mind, the good and the bad that you act in the world outside, is not the least affected. Nalipyade tatkrita, that things done, karmaleshai, various karmas that you and I do, my subtle body does, through my gross body in the world of plurality, it doesn't affect him. Yasmad asangastatayeva karmabhidev. Yasmad, because of this reason, he is asanga. unattached with everything. Karmabhir nalipyade kinjidudo upadhi naikritaihi. The karmas done by the upadhis, by the equipments, the gross and the subtle bodies. None of those activities, they are good or bad, ever touch the self, the Atman, the consciousness, the light in which everything is happening. Thus the teacher is slowly giving you a picture of what all constitute the upadhi and their activities. And in all of them, there is something constantly present, illumining them all, unaffected by what you are doing. Just as the sunlight illumines everything, nothing affects it. Hence the importance of Gayatri Mantra. Not that look up and Hare sun, give me money, give me money. Just as the sun is there, there is a center in you from which all energies and vitalities are constantly coming out. And all your activities are due to your non-apprehension of reality. This plurality doesn't touch the light of consciousness, nor your activities, good, bad or indifferent. He is asangaha at all times. Sarvavyapina.
Sarvavyapratikaranam lingamidam Vyapratikaranam lingamidam Syachidatmanah pumsaha Chidatmanah pumsaha Vasyadikamiva takshnastena Miva takshnastena Atma bhavatya sangoyam Atma bhavatya sangoyam.
It's a simple thing. Sarva vyaprati karanam. All instruments for all your vyapar, all your contacts with the world outside. The gross body, the subtle body, all these are necessary. The five jnanendriyas, karmendriyas are all necessary in order that you become conscious of the outer world and react with it and become conscious of what you earn, joy or sorrow. Sarvavyapati karanam lingamidam syad. This linga sharira is the instrument by which every one of us contact the world outside. There's the mind and intellect that contacts the world outside. Not your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, nor your hands and legs. They themselves, by themselves, cannot function. They function because of the subtle body with behind. Vyapatikaranam. Satchida syad chidatmana pumsaha. That chidatman, the pure consciousness, it is through the mind and intellect, helps you to contact the world outside. Even there the chidatman is necessary, because or else the mind and intellect is dead. It has no dynamism. They are all made up of matter. Matter is inert, insentient. Whether it is tanmatra or panchikrita bhuta, grosser element, elements are by themselves no action. They are inert. They draw their power to act and function from Chidatman. That Atman, the self, which is pure consciousness, Chet. Vasyadigamiva taksha. Just as Vasyadigam, the instruments, taksha, the carpenter. The carpenter uses various kinds of, I don't know the English word, and hammers it with it, sharp things. If you know it is all right, I don't want to study in this old age, why should I learn what the carpenter does? Just as the spanner and screwdriver of a technician with which he creates havoc on a machine, without which he cannot do anything. Think? It's like that. Narayana, through this subtle body, helps you to contact the world outside. Rakshas tenaivatma bhavatyang asangoyam, just as the carpenter is not a part of the carpenter, is these various instruments, but he uses the instruments to do a piece of job. Similarly, the subtle and the gross bodies are not a part of Atman, the self, but they are the instruments which draw their nurture and nourishment from the Atman, and thus, having become dynamic, they act and function. And when they act and function again, it is not the Paramatman that determines what he should do. He does it according to his own blueprint that he created by his past actions and thoughts. So then, when the instrument is dull, the carpenter immediately goes to one end of the workshop. There a log is kept. He takes a little fine sand, puts it there and starts. What? Sharpens his instrument, isn't it? Not that a carpenter says to other carpenters, "Zara aajao, zara mere ko sharpen kare." The instruments are to be sharpened and not the man who is using the instrument. Similarly, the mind and intellect is to be sharpened and purified for efficiency in the activity. Not that a Paramatman, God, third-rate God is God in my heart. Inefficient, incompetent God. What to do? In my heart, what I got while born was a third-rate. Chota Devata. Not real Vishnu never came in. No. Paramatman is the same in every one of you. But his expression through you, sometimes someplace dull, someplace very efficient and dynamic. That is all because the instruments are well kept. What is to be named, what is to be changed is only the instrument.